Greetings and salutations, fellow wanderers. My name is Oskapt.
And I'm Noodlepants.
Today we are bringing you the laziest gourmet guide that you can imagine. So you got the herbivore mutation, but you don't want to go running around Appalachia and digging up exotic ingredients? Then you, my friends, are in the right place.
Yep. We're talking soups, juices, and teas that take almost no effort to make. We're going to show you how to stay healthy and stocked up without breaking a sweat. Because let's be honest, if I have to hunt for another blight, I might as well just eat raw razor grain.
And trust me, folks, you don't want to see Noodlepants on a razor grain diet. So grab your boiled water and your wood, because we're kicking things off with the simplest soups that you can whip up in no time.
Seriously, even if you're down to your last chunk of wood, these recipes are a breeze. Let's get cooking.
First up, we've got corn soup. All you need is corn, boiled water, and a chunk of wood. Not only is it easy to find, but it'll give you a nice +6 AP regen, which is 100%, and some hit points.
Corn is literally everywhere. And boiled water? Well, if you haven't figured out how to get boiled water yet, you might be in the wrong game.
Next, we've got gourd soup and carrot soup. Same ingredients, almost, different flavor, same result. Just grab a gourd or a carrot and some boiled water and some wood, and you're good. The bonus here is a sweet +4 to perception.
Ooh, who doesn't love a little boost in perception? Makes those crosshair shots just a little bit easier.
And for those who want to keep things super low-key but high on health, there's razor grain soup. This is just razor grain, boiled water, and wood. It'll net you 60 hit points and a touch of disease resistance. Easy, breezy, and perfect when you're too lazy to even move from your camp.
Plus, the more HP you have, the more hits you can take when Oskapt accidentally wakes up the Deathclaw nest.
Hey, I told you that was tactical scouting.
Sure. Anyway, the last one for this section, silt bean soup. It will restore 60 HP and give you +4 endurance with nothing but silt bean, boiled water, and wood. I think we're seeing a trend here. If it grows and you've got water and a campfire, you're all set.
All right, my herbivore friends, that's it for the lazy soups. Now, let's juice things up with some simple drinks that'll keep you hydrated and feeling agile. So on to the easy juices. First on the list, mutfruit juice. All you need is boiled water, mutfruit, and wood. This will give you +2 agility, which also gives you +20 max AP. That's a quick boost for when you need to outrun some angry super mutants.
Next, we've got firecracker berry juice. Same simple ingredients, firecracker berry, boiled water, and wood. It will give you +50% critical damage, which helps for those times when you really want to make your shots count in VATS.
And don't forget Tato juice.
Nom 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 nom.
Just grab a Tato, some boiled water, and some wood. It'll give you +20 max AP, also a benefit for VATS, jetpack use, or sprinting away from a pack of Scorched.
And last for the juices, we have tarberry juice. Tarberry, boiled water, and wood. This one restores 120 action points, which can be the difference between living or dying in a fight.
Juices are great when you need that quick boost without much fuss. But now, let's take a break with some tea. Because even in the Wasteland, we all need a little relaxation.
Unfortunately, most of the teas take a bit more effort to craft. This is supposed to be a guide for lazy herbivores, but we want to give you a little bit of a stretch goal to work towards.
First up is my personal favorite, sweet mutfruit tea. If you spend the time to scavenge these ingredients, it's well worth it. You'll need mutfruit, purified water, starlight berries, sugar, and wood. This tea gives +100% critical damage and restores 50 HP, making it a perfect drink before heading off into a fight.
Next, we have infused soot flower tea. With boiled water, pepper, soot flower, starlight berries, and wood, you'll get +40 max AP. This one is great when you need an energy boost and the extra action points.
We also have steeped fern flower tea. It's made with aster, boiled water, honey, mutated fern flower, and wood. This one will give you +4 strength and restore 50 HP. As an herbivore, you don't have access to things like roasted ant or grilled radstag, so any boost to strength will help. This one's probably the least lazy recipe that we have in here, but it's the only one that gives a boost to strength.
And don't forget company tea. You can find one on the floor here in Tosstown. It gives plus 20% AP refresh and plus 20% disease resistance. If you learn the recipe, you can craft it yourself, but it also takes a bit of effort. My suggestion is that you wait for the company tea machine to show up in the Atomic shop. I have one and I absolutely love it. If you see it, buy it right away. Or stock up on tea when you find the tea machine in somebody else's camp.
Tea is all about taking a moment to relax while still getting some buffs. But now, let's boost those brains with some easy XP boosting dishes. Brain fungus soup is the simplest and best way to get +4 intelligence with nothing more than brain fungus, boiled water, and wood. It's super easy, and more intelligence means more XP.
And then there's cranberry cobbler, which is not a pie.
Not a pie.
You'll need cranberries and wood. Super simple for a nice plus 10% XP boost.
And if you're feeling like something a bit more satisfying, there's cranberry relish. For this, you'll need to add in gourds and sugar, but you'll kick that XP buff up to 20%.
All right, let's wrap it up with some farming tips so you'll never run out of ingredients.
If you want to keep a steady supply of ingredients, farming is key. You can grow corn and razor grain yourself or find it at places like Silva Homestead. You can also grow gourds yourself or find them at Raleigh Clay's bunker.
Mute fruit can be found all over Morgantown. Raleigh Clay's bunker is also a great spot if you're there to grab some gourds. Tato is in the garden north of Morgantown Airport and at Lewis & Sons. These are all items that you can and should grow in your own camp to make it easy on you when crafting.
If you get yourself a Turbo Fert fertilizer machine, you can regrow all of your harvest instantly, giving you even more yield for your time.
For the harder to find stuff like brain fungus, head to fun places like the Wendigo Cave or the abandoned waste dump. You can also get a lot of it by walking under the highway from the abandoned bog town to Watoga. Cranberries are, of course, in the cranberry bog. You can get diseased ones all over, but for the good stuff, you need to go scavenging inside the various cranberry forests, the pretty pink ones. If you're not big enough to run around in the bog yet, then you can find some cranberries at Ehrenhold Homestead in the forest.
Firecracker berries are easiest to find around Arctos Pharma or in the southern parts of the Savage Divide. Just watch out for errant cultists who might want to eat you instead.
With silt beans, look up in the northwest corner of the map by the West Virginia Lumber Company. There's a garden there with a bunch of them.
For starlight berries, check out The Deep, Black Mountain Ordnance Works, or the strip of land north of Slocum's Joe between the road and the railroad tracks. When you need sugar, walk north along the Western River from Ohio River Adventures to just south of Pleasantville. Collect snaptail reeds, and you'll have more sugar than you know what to do with.
For some of the more difficult tea ingredients like aster or mutated fern flower, try to collect in bulk with friends. Oskapt and I are always gathering together. You'll find aster in a small field on the north side of the Palace of the Winding Path. Mutated fern flower is along the stream bank west of Dolly Sudd's wilderness, or all over the cranberry bog by where the scorch beast queen spawns.
You can also find soot flower around the Wayward in Planters. Finally, let's go over a few tips to make your life easier. First, buy a freezer, or at least a refrigerator. Keep expensive things like cranberry relish and sweet mute fruit tea in there so that they last for longer.
Use green thumb to double your ingredients when foraging, and super duper for a 30% chance to get double the product when crafting. If you're carrying a lot of this stuff around and have the points, the good with salt perk will keep things from spoiling too quickly. Since you're mutated, if you have stringent numbers in your loadout, all of these benefits will be 25% stronger when other mutated players are on your team.
Plus, if you have the Communist Collectron, put it in Proletariat mode. It'll collect soups for you. Lazy and efficient, just how we like it.
Yasmin Chowdhury sells a lot of these items, so make sure to ally with the sellers and get her at your camp or buy her when she shows up in the Atomic shop.
Yasmin is great. Not only does she sell food buffs for herbivores and carnivores that are a pain to craft on your own, she also sells recipes for a lot of the soups and teas that we've talked about in this video. So there you have it, folks. The laziest herbivore recipes to keep you fed, healthy, and buffed without breaking a sweat. What's your favorite lazy herbivore recipe? Let us know in the comments.
Remember, the wasteland is tough, but with these tips, at least you won't go hungry.
My name is Oskapt.
And I'm Noodlepants. And until next time,
Stay safe out there, vault dwellers.
In the heart of West Virginia, where the shadows creep and sway, lies a land of rusted dreams, where the brave dare not stray. Appalachia, oh, it's a treacherous ride, with dangers untold and nowhere to hide.